Like most drawing programs, Lineogrammer has a notion of primitives. Here we can draw a rectangle, a circle, a triangle, a star, a straight line, a curved line with an arrowhead, or even some text. However, unlike most drawing programs, Lineogrammer really only has one primitive, which is a line. In this case, a rectangle was recognized with one stroke, but it's interpreted in the system as actually 4 separate strokes. So all of these create the same construction, which is 4 lines that have the appearance of a rectangle. To show that they're not rectangles, we can select a vertex and grab the middle button and resize it. This causes the lines to rubber band. Alternatively, we could grab an edge and drag it around, which would rubber band the connected edges as well. If we grab the outer ring of the selection handle, it appears that the rectangle is resizing, but this is really just another rubber banding technique in which all edges preserve their orientation. To demonstrate this, we can create a notch in the rectangle. So here we just draw a triangle and delete the piece that we don't want. Then we can select the apex of the triangle, and by dragging the outer resize ring, or the outer ring of the selection, we can both shift the notch and change its size. So this is just a rubber banding technique in which all edges maintain their same orientation. Another thing we can do is select something, and by selecting the cut widget, we can tear off a piece of an object. To handle the problem with sloppy drawings, like drawing a line that's too long, you can just scribble out the excess. Alternatively, if you draw a line that's not quite long enough, you can extend it the way you would on pencil and paper by just drawing the missing edges. Here the user goes on to label the width and height of the triangle and draw a block on the inclined plane. Since the block doesn't have the right shape, they can go and drag it. But then if they want to shift it up and down on the plane, they can do that by first tapping to select an edge, tapping again to select all the connected components, and then they can drag the shape as a unit and scale it as they go. To further support drawing refinement, we include the notion of a ruler. The pink widget at the top can be dragged down, and it snaps to edges in the scene. The dash indicates that you can flick through an edge to align it with the ruler. So here we're aligning the shapes vertically. We can drag the ruler to the side to also line them horizontally. The ruler can also help us in situations that require symmetry. So here somebody's drawing an arrow, which is very hard to get right freehand. So instead they can drag down a symmetry ruler and draw S on the side of the arrow they want to keep, and the object is reflected around that axis of the ruler. Another example, if somebody's trying to draw a boat and they want the front and back to be symmetric, they can drag out the ruler, write an S on the side they want to keep, have that be reflected across the ruler, and they could go on and draw, for example, a cabin, select the top of this, slide it around until it gets the right position and height. And they could select the base of the boat and shift it around as well. Although it's really flexible to work with lines, it's also very convenient to work with higher level templates. So here, drawing 3 circles triggers the higher level recognition engine to say that there's a template out there that matches those circles. In this case, a bullseye template. Similarly, if we draw something that looks like a process flow diagram, we have a recognizer in the back that recognizes this as smart art and instantiates a higher level template. In the limit, this could be something like Microsoft Smart Art.